on, everyone? I am currently located in Limpopo, South Africa. If you're not familiar, that is just south of the border with Zimbabwe at the northern point of South Africa. We've been here for 10 days hunting, and one of the products that I brought with me this week was an absolute game changer for me. It's the brand new, for 2024, Veracity PH. So the Veracity PH is not a new rifle scope, but the way that they have relaunched this year is absolutely incredible. So many things have changed with this. The overall idea of what the Veracity PH is has stayed the same with some enhancements, and I think you guys are really gonna like it. So the way I like to think about how Burris is approaching the optics game is that they make technology-enhanced rifle scopes, not technology-dependent rifle scopes. And I say that because they're layering in some incredible technology that will really take your shooting game to the next level, especially if you haven't been fortunate enough to take, advanced training and really spend a lot of time, figuring out your dope card on your rifle scope and, throwing thousands of rounds downrange at, varied distances. So technology enhanced, not dependent, because with the technology they have in here, this rifle scope will still operate as a standard rifle scope if your battery should die, or you don't want to use the technology because you just don't need it in that application. So what is the Veracity PH? It is a ballistic compensating rifle scope that once you zero this at 100 yards, you can actually just dial to the yardage of your shot. So when you pair it with a rangefinder, you range your target, and then you dial your turret, your elevation turret, and it has a heads-up display inside the rifle scope. When you're looking at your target, it will literally say 650 yards, 250 yards, and it'll automatically compensate that drop for you. So when I say it's a game changer for the guys that just want that little extra nudge to take longer shots, 300, 400, 500 yards, because you really never know, depending on the type of hunting you're doing, what type of situation you're gonna be in. And Africa is a great example of that. Most of my shots this week were 50 to 100 yards, but I had an opportunity for a water buck at 250 yards off sticks, and I had absolutely no issues taking that shot because I could just dial right to 250 yards and take the shot. So what's new with the PH for 2024 that wasn't in it in 2023? Well, the first thing you'll notice is that the design is different. It looks much more like a traditional rifle scope. It's much more compact. When you do this, I recommend you just buy the rings from Burris as well. This rifle has a 20 MOA rail, but Burris recommends and the scope demands that you zero this and you mount it so that you have zero elevation whatsoever. You have zero MOA on your rail. And then once you zero it, you'll pair the scope with your phone and you're off to the races. So the design is more compact, the look is much more sleek, but there's new advancements inside too. So one of the things that they did was put ED glass throughout. And so ED glass removes chromatic aberration. And if you're not familiar with chromatic aberration, what that means is that when you look through your rifle scope and you see a light colored object against a dark background, you'll have kind of a halo effect that could blur your vision or make it a little bit more difficult to actually take that shot and feel confident. So ED glass throughout is an upgrade, and what they've done is give this scope about a 30% optical boost over the previous model. So this scope at this price range is on par with high-end scopes, the Mark V family from Limpopo. There's really no reason why you shouldn't be looking at a scope like this that has the technology enhancements that will take your shooting to the next level. We've been shooting Burris for a few years now. We really love their products, and when they come out with something like the new PH, we get excited about it because when we come to Africa or we go to Alaska or wherever it is, these things that the technology they're putting in these scopes give us the confidence boost to stretch out even further because, let's say we have a shot on a caribou at 700 yards and, we're using new ammo from a new partner or whoever it may be. If you don't have the unlimited amount of time behind a rifle, you may always have that little kind of tinge of worry about taking a shot. So I recommend that you guys check out the new PH. I've used it all week. It's been a lot of fun to shoot, very accurate, and has been extremely clear through the glass. So head over to burrisoptics.com. This is the Veracity PH 3 to 15 by 44. They have a few other models there as well that you can check out. The rings are on there, and they have a new Eliminator this year as well that I think you guys are gonna like as well. That's the Eliminator 6. So burrisoptics.com to check out the Veracity PH.